Okay, now we're going to do the Carriage. In the wiki it says take a deep breath. There's a lot going on with this one. We've got X wheels and we've got Z wheels all on the same plates. So we need to make sure we get it right the first time. So it's going to go, I'm going to do it this way. Basically, I'm going to hold it exactly as it is in the picture. So what you've got is you've got a top corner. The top corner? No, it's the one there. So you've got the cut, and then you've got on the opposite side you've got a hole, a slot, and a hole. So we're going to use that hole, and we're going to start with one of the long nuts, and a long nut, a washer, a wheel. A wheel, and then a washer, a small spacer, a washer, small spacer, a washer, and then it goes through the hole. And on the other side, we need a washer, two long spacers, and a washer. Okay, and we duplicate that at the bottom. On which hole? This is the upper hole. So then we duplicate that on the same side in there's a double punch hole. So we duplicate that down at the bottom. This is interesting, isn't it? So we do one of long bolt, a washer, a wheel. But here I can see a wheel. Come on. Some of these the nuts slid around the side. But I think once you get it on and clamped, it's going to push those two nuts together anyways. They get tighter. So then we got another washer, small spacer, another washer. Okay, and then that goes on in the top of the double struck hole. And then you've got a washer, two spacers, a washer. That's done. Now, I think what we'll do, we'll carry on this side first. We should do both the Z's first. The Z's on the other side is a screw. So it's a screw, or no, excuse me, a bolt, a washer, a wheel, two washers, an eccentric nut, or sorry, eccentric spacer, and then that goes in. There's a pretty fat hole there. That goes in there, and then on the other side, you've got the same as the other ones. You've got a washer, two of the long spacers, and a washer. And then we do the same thing for the bottom. So then we've got a washer, a wheel, You guys don't like me today or something. Washer, a wheel, a washer. Washer, a wheel, a washer. Another washer. So it's 2 washers. Eccentric. And that goes in the bottom one. That goes in there. And then it gets a washer. 2 of the long spacers. And a washer. Okay. Next, we have the 2 eccentric are on. These are the Z eccentric spacers. They're on the side with the cut down on the side there. Okay. Now we need to do the wheels going across this way. So for that, what the heck? Those are shorter. Can I use the shorter ones? Those 2 short ones go there. I'm missing. Six of those are number 2s. There's 2, 2, 2, 2. Why did I do that one wrong? Oh, sorry, I got this. This one's wrong. The bottom one, I think. That's not. That's correct. Okay, so the top one is the short ones. Okay, that's it. Okay, so it's just I've got these bolts left here, and so you got some short ones and you got some long ones. And for the X carriage, it's a short one. Short one gets a washer. Short one gets a washer, and then it goes through the top hole of another double strike there. Where'd that come from? Top hole of that double strike one there. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna put a small board across where they are. That might, that will help a little bit, won't it? Just, yeah, I suppose I don't know if that's going to help or not. It might be more of a hindrance than a help. Let's try it without it first. So, that's a washer, and then you've got these special washers. So now I need a special washer. These are the Form B washers, they're called. So we get a Form B washer on there. So it's a Form B washer. Oh, so nice. Form B washer, a wheel, two normal washers, and then a long spacer, and then another Form B washer. Another Form B washer. on there. Okay. Form B washer. And then on top of the Form B washer, we've got another normal washer, a wheel, and a washer. Another washer, a wheel, and we're running out of room. And the washer. Wow. How are you supposed to do this then? Another washer. We're going to have to sort of tilt it and stand it up on its edge. And it goes up like that. I really don't want these all to fall out. It's not going to work either. Wow. This is all snafu now, isn't it? Form B, I can't tell which is which. Same to me. Oh. They go on there. So then the wheel and a washer goes on there. Let's put that there for a minute. And then you need a long one at the bottom, which has got a washer, a eccentric nut. What am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't see what I'm missing. Washer, miss that. Eccentric nuts. That goes through there. I'm going to do all the long ones first and then do the short one. It's going to fall apart, isn't it? Okay, that's there. Oh God. How in the hell are you supposed to do this? Holy shinos, Batman. That all goes on that one anyways. So then that one's falling off of that one, of course. So that goes in there. What if I just put the nut on those small ones for now? Goes back on. Put that on. And that on. And just slip the nut on for now. Okay. So now we've got a washer, eccentric nut, and then on top goes one of these Form B washers. So a Form B washer. Then we've got a V wheel. That's going to be coming pretty close, isn't it? I put that in the right place after all that. I did the top, isn't it? Yeah. So that goes there. And then you got the wheel, then you got a double washer, normal washer. 1, 2, double washer, and then you got one long spacer, and then you've got one of these Plan B washers, and then you've got a normal washer, and then a wheel, and then a washer. This one should stand up by itself, shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that's okay. very small shop. My air compressor, I'm sure at 11 o'clock at night the neighbors can hear that quite well as well. So that one can sit there like that for a minute. Okay. So now it's another, so we'll take the small one again, I guess. Small one gets a washer. And then it goes through. Yeah, you lose your washers again. I know you are. Small one goes through, so you wash it back on again. You wash it back on again. I put eccentric man on it? I did. So then where is the extra? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't know where. Well, there's 6. Okay, so that's nut, bolt and washer. And then you get one of these exotic washers. Then a wheel. And then 2 normal washers. 1, 2. And then you get one of those long things. And then you get another, the fancy washers. And then a normal washer. Fancy washer, a normal washer. And that would be a wheel, wouldn't it? A wheel. And then you get another washer. And we can just put a bolt on there just to hold you in place so we know we got all our pieces together. Okay, finally, this corner, you get a washer. Eccentric nut. So that goes through there. Let's bring it this way a little bit. So it's through. Yay. Okay. Let you fall over. Okay, and then you get a special washer. Special washer, a wheel, and then 2 normal washers. 2, 1, 2, 2 normal washers, a spacer, a fancy one again, and then a normal washer. Okay, now I'm just going to put you on hold for a minute. I'm just going to double check I've done everything right here, and then I'll come back to you when I'm going to put the rest of it together here. Okay, we're back. I had a look. I've got everything where it should be. I had 2 eccentric spacers left, and I'm trying to figure out why I have 2 left. They go on these bottom 2 here. I thought, well, what about these other 2 here? But these don't need it because it's just got the one wheel on the outside. So I mean, it's just pulling like that. Whereas these ones actually have to clamp down evenly. So now we have to put the back on, which doesn't look fun at all. So let's have a go at it. And here's the magic bit. It goes on this way. So that goes in the top hole. That goes, oh, just a minute. Yeah, it does go that way. So that goes in there. That goes in that top hole. Why is that it's so the one of the Z-axis nuts goes through a hole that's quite large. Okay, goes through there, goes through there. Now, what I'm going to do, before I take these bolts out of these ones I've got here, I'm going to assemble these loose. I think I can get away with it. Assemble those loosely. Maybe not. I have to do those now. Wow. Or do I just put a nut on all those just to stop them from escaping? So just one, just a couple of turns, just to stop them from escaping. While I do those two small ones, and then come back and do each one of these individually, then, can't I? And then I'll be able to put it on its side now and do it like it's in the picture. And I'll just have to take the nuts off and put the bits on that have to go on. Okay, so now it's all loose and jumbly, so I can take that out of there now, or can I? Oh, maybe. Let me not still do it this way until I get the get it in there first. Okay, put that on there just for a minute. I'm going to do the other side. Go in the top hole, don't they? They do. So let's pull that back a little bit. In the top hole. There we go. Okay. So now they're all through. So now you can go at these one at a time. Top two just need a bolt and a washer, so I can put a washer on that. And a bolt. Get in there, you. Washer and a bolt. This one just gets a washer and a bolt. These two X-axis top ones, they just get a washer and a bolt. Washer and a bolt. The bottom ones, but there's a bit of tomfoolery. Okay, so the two for the Z-axis, they just get the washer and a bolt again. Washer and a bolt. It's actually not I mean, it looked a lot more intimidating than it was. It's just, I mean, getting yourself at angles and thinking ahead. Hopefully what I've done will help you. If, I mean, maybe if you've got two people, if you've got someone helping you, it might be a lot easier. I don't have anyone helping me, so I'm doing it all on me Todd, as they say. So these are the bottom. This is the bottom of the X carriage. So they get the eccentric spacer, a washer, and a bolt. And I've turned the eccentric spacer. Remember we marked them with the lowest side. I've got that facing down. With that facing down, that means the wheel is up as high as it'll go. I've got that on both sides, I think. Well, pretty much, yeah. On both sides, I've got it so that the mark is facing down, which is up at the moment. But as long as that's facing down, then the carriage will be at its loosest when we're trying to slide the rail through. So I'm gonna put this one on as well. And then a washer. And a nut. Oh, and remember I was saying about these two here that I had to use my own nuts for and just two spare bolts. Well, I've actually found the ones that belong. They were actually in here. There's the which pack was this? The X carriage pack. It actually has two of the 30 mil bolts and two nuts, which is exactly what I was missing. So there you go. Go figure on that one. So I'm trying to decide whether I've changed those over now quickly. Well, I've got it in this position before I put that carriage on, which I think I will do. So I'll come back to you after I've just changed those two bolts, just swapped them out with the ones that I put in. Okay, while you were gone, I just went ahead and tightened up all just, you know, snug fit all the bolts. So now we can put the Z in and get that so it's not loose. So spin your wheels. If they spin, and turn. Too much? Is that not enough? Yeah, that's fine. That's tight enough. That was a quarter of a turn. Just a quarter of a turn. Let's get this side. I'm trying to do them both the same way so I can see them. Yeah. Okay. There's no play in that at all. Pretty solid. Okay, so that one doesn't have to stay in. That one can come out for future considerations. Now we put the X in, and it says it doesn't matter which way it up it is, because, well, it's the same both ways up, really. So we're going to jam that through there. Say a small prayer. Let's put it upside down. So we can... Oh, and it fits. It does. What the hell's it banging? I just... feels like it's hitting something. What's it hitting? Nothing. It's not hitting anything. Okay, so let's put it back upside down so we can tighten those up now. So let's do a quarter of a turn as well, just for... That's it right about there. Yeah, that's it there. that's just a little bit. So let's try that on this side as well. Already, that's loose. See, I can still spin the wheel. Still spin the wheel. It's too loose. Spin the wheel. Spinning our wheels. Okay. So we spin, tighten, turn, turn. Oh, there it goes. And it just grabs after a few seconds, isn't it? Okay, spin. Should have gone that way. So spin. Spinning our wheels. Spinning the wheels. No. Okay. So it feels weird. Something's pulling. Something's not right. I can't figure out what it is. Okay, I'll have to come back to you in a minute. I just need to do some investigation here. No point you staring at me. Okay, it turns out one of my wheels had a slight defect in it. One of my V wheels, it had almost like just a little extrusion where they hadn't taken it up, but it was actually right in the V. So I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on that. 'Cause I mean, I just gently sliced it out with a razor blade. But we'll just have to see if that's, because it doesn't. It's not making the bumping, and it's not doing the pulling now. It was doing before. I mean, maybe they'll seat themselves in, and I think probably after a while you have to go through and tune it all up again, anyways, don't you? So I'll come back to you on the next step.